Nearly every major fact checker has completely ignored Karine Jean-Pierre since taking over for Pisac. PolitiFact has done just two fact checks while others have done zero. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre has remained largely unscathed from the fact-checking crown since taking over the podium for Jen Psaki, with nearly every major fact-checker largely ignoring the new face of the Biden administration. Since, since starting her position on May 13, Jean-Pierre has received no fact-checks from factcheck.org, Reuters, the Associated Press, the Washington Post, Glenn Kessler, and CNN's Daniel Zodeo, according to a review by Fox News Digital. Kessler appointed Fox News Digital on Tuesday to a 2020 tweet explaining that the paper rarely fact-checks politicians' spokespersons, preferring to focus on policymakers themselves. None of the other sites or individuals responded to a Fox News Digital request for comment. Snopes and PolitiFact stood alone in their sparse fact-checking regarding the new White House press secretary. PolitiFact has fact-checked Jean-Pierre twice, awarding her two false ratings, while Snopes fact-checked a claim about a past comment by her. Yet Jean-Pierre has made a number of dubious claims during her first 4 months at the podium. In late August, Jean-Pierre claimed that legal immigrants aren't just walking across the southern border, although many have. During a press briefing, Fox News' Peter Deuce noted that thousands of migrants are pouring into the country without being vaccinated or proving their vaccinated status. But that's not how it works, Jean-Pierre responded. That's what's happening, those fired back. I know that's not what you guys want to happen, but that is what is happening. But that's not, it's not like somebody walks over and Jean Pierre replied. That's exactly what is happening, Tosi repeated. Not a single fact checking website has made a mention of Jean Pierre's comments about migrants entering in the US illegally. The White House press secretary also came under fire in July after she claimed the Supreme Court's reversal of Roe Wade was in fact an constitutional reaction. From day one, when the Supreme Court made this extreme decision to take away a constitutional right, it was an unconstitutional action by them, she said. Olin Polyfactor made note of the false statement. Just a month later, Jean-Pierre faced backlash for denying claims that the US is in a recession or a pre-recession, despite two consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. Typically, 2 quarters of negative GDP growth indicate the United States is in a recession. This is the metric traditionally used as a red line to determine whether a recession exists. At the time, Jean-Pierre said this. So if you look at the economic indicators as the president was laying out, if you look at the labor market right now, we are seeing historic unemployment. If you look at low unemployment at 3.6, if you look at the average amount of jobs that have been created, it's about 400,000 per month. Those indicators do not show that we are in a recession, or even a pre-recession. No prominent fact-checking sites or individual called out this particular claim. Fox News' Lindsay Kornick contributed to this report.